All right, what I want to talk about is bringing in smaller spaces into Chief Architect. Now you guys know the CAD to walls export from Render into Chief Architect is really helpful when you have very large spaces. It saves a tremendous amount of time. But what we hear is that the CAD to walls tool is sometimes less functional for the smaller spaces, especially because some of the smaller spaces have very precise measurements that are sometimes lost in that conversion with the CAD to walls. So we have a really easy solution for this in using the render's standard DXF export. So you kind of see here that I have a small hall bathroom, a pretty standard 4'11" by 10'9" space, just a single rectangle. Now, this may be just as easy to recreate inside of Chief Architect, and some of our contractors actually do just that. They'll draw the rectangle just because it's pretty simple to draw. But for the purpose of this video, I'll show you that bringing this space in, see that this is a pretty standard bathroom. If I want to bring in a standard line drawing, basically what we do is export to DXF, and you don't have these other toggles on. We're not going to correct angles. We're not going to bring the CAD to walls padding into this equation because we're not going to need it. So we're just going to export this, airdrop it to my computer here. All right, and it came in on this other page here. Let me bring it over and show you how I'm just going to turn this simple line drawing into a working plane. So we're just going to import all of this, and see this is just a line drawing. There's not much you can do with it. If you dropped a 3D view here, you wouldn't see anything. But it is showing some of your CAD blocks. Hopefully you can see them on the screen. What I'm going to do is just grab my wall tool, and I'm just going to trace, I'm going to go ahead and trace my walls around the rectangular space. One thing that you notice here is that I can actually drag and drop doors and so on and snap them into the place where they actually go. Of course, I'm going to bring this door swing as it comes inside. Now you see that my wall measurements are actually preserved here. Let me turn these roof planes off. My wall measurements are actually preserved here. This is what Render actually picked up, 4'10" and 9/16. It's a pretty precise measurement considering that inside of the app we see 4'11", and that's because the Render application is actually rounding to the nearest inch. So it's basically going to take that measurement and say, okay, where's my closest inch, and showcase that in the app as 4'11". What you see here also is that we have all these CAD blocks. We have our toilet CAD block here, we've got our cabinet CAD block here with the 2 sinks, and of course our tub. We can drag and drop a toilet into this place here, and it's actually going to center that toilet exactly where it goes. But of course, if you didn't want to see these, you could just type in your layer, your active layer display settings, and actually just turn these layers off. This is applicable in any Chief Architect setting. If you bring in a render scan, whether it's a large one with the CAD to walls or a small one like this, and you just want to get rid of those CAD lines, you don't have to delete every single one. You can just turn them off right here. We layered them in a way that makes it so easy to clean up the drawing and just kind of get back to work. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Smaller scans sometimes, again, just turn off the CAD to walls tool. Bring in a simple line drawing, trace your walls, and then of course you can have those preserved measurements to help you keep the drawing as accurate as possible.